here with Kyra Sedgwick, and we just saw you on a panel here at Sustainatopia, and you are a firecracker in the closer, and I just feel that you are a firecracker when it comes to this topic as well. It was on plastic pollution. What was the first thing that you found out about that made you go, oh, wait a minute?
Well, I've been an environmentalist for a really long time. Since '89, I think the birth of my first child. The plastic issue has really exploded over the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years. It used to be that we always had plastic, but it's really become ubiquitous. It's everywhere now, and it's in everything, and it's also everywhere. I mean, you go to Whole Foods and you go anywhere, and there are these giant, everything is in to-go containers. It begs the question, so what happens to this plastic? And the truth is that when we throw plastic into the recycling bin, that it actually gets recycled. And the truth is that less than 5% actually gets recycled into anything, and it actually just gets downcycled into something else. 93% of the plastic that's recycled ends up in the ocean or in landfills. And I think that if people really understood that every time they use a single-use latte cup or a coffee stirrer or a plastic water bottle, if they really understood, it would live in perpetuity past their lives, their children's lives in the ocean or in a landfill. I really think that they would think twice, 3 times, or not use it at all unless absolutely necessary. The other thing about plastic is that it's really making us sick. I mean, we're reheating in it, we're using it to store our food, and it absolutely leaches into the food and into our bodies. It's really something that we need to be responsible for as consumers as well as people living on this planet, but we also really need to demand action from our legislature. I know in California they just passed the plastic
bag ban.
Right. It only took 10 years, right. But the truth is that it's great because it's not that hard to bring a bag to the grocery store. I mean, it takes some getting used to. It is a lifestyle change, but it is not one that is insurmountable. As well as, something like
that's a pretty one.
Steel water bottle, I know, made by Swell. I'm a big fan. They make them glass now, and they're great. And you can put them in the microwave. You don't have to worry about it breaking down, or even BPA-free stuff is not good. I'm kind of a plastic Nazi. Like, if I go to the restaurant, don't bring me a straw. If you bring me a straw, I'll be really upset.
A lot of misconceptions out there, like the straw.
Yeah.
I ordered a drink recently, and it was a cocktail, and they had 2 straws in it.
Right.
And I asked for no straw, and it came with a straw because obviously they're so conditioned.
2 straws, not just one. Because this is America, goddammit. We're gonna get 2 straws.
I said, oh, I didn't want a straw. And he said, oh, and he took it and he threw it on the floor.
Right, of course. Right.
I thought, okay, that defeats the purpose. So now I feel like I have to go and explain. But some of what I heard you say is with recycling, this is an interesting one, and I don't know how to address this. Recycling's not being done like we think, but people think it is. So they feel good about putting their bottle in the recycling bin. So you don't want to deter that necessarily and say, well, only less than 5% is getting recycled. But how do we convey to them that it's like the last best resort, That's my question.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a lot of education. It's going to take a lot of understanding. I mean, we are a throwaway society. That's what we do. We're overwhelmed. We're busy. We're somewhat lazy. And, understandably, we're trying to juggle a lot of things. And we're really fast-moving, fast-paced. We're not going to, a lot of people don't have time to go home and make a meal. And so they grab something to go. It's just about being educated. And I think if people also really understood that the plastics were actually making them sick and contributing to the rise in cancer and contributing to autism, I just think that they would think twice about it, or 3 times.
Yeah, that is a good one. I think because it's out there, we just have the assumption that it's okay for us because it is a product that's out there.
Right, exactly. And I think that we have to demand corporate responsibility. I mean, we have to from these people that are creating all this plastic. They have to understand, and they need to take responsibility, but that really comes from the public demanding something different, so.
Well, thank you for your voice and for practicing what you preach.
Thank you very much.
And I have one quick question. I'm in love with your hair. How do you make your hair so beautiful?
Oh, thank you. I don't know, just lucky.
Oh my God, I have curly hair. And
yes, your hair's amazing. What are you talking about?
No, it doesn't look like that.
I like to use things without sulfates.
That helps.
Fan of, sort of shampoo, conditioner in one kind of thing, and not washing your hair too often. And
I do that. You guys know that.
Yeah. I'm sure there's all sorts of great products out there.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.